Hello, welcome everybody. I know I gotta clap every time. CL, my little L figure. Gotta clap every time to introduce these videos. This one's gonna be a little different. You know, this past week I've been trying really hard to upload a reaction on YouTube. It's really hard to. I don't know how some of these people are getting to, you know, get their reactions on YouTube without getting copyright stricken, because I can't even do one. I'ma still try. I'ma still like work around everything, but that's not the purpose of this video. To World Pass reviews. I'm gonna try to do a mix since YouTube is gonna block my reaction. I thought I would mix it into a review instead and have like the audio off. That way y'all can still see that I reacted to it, but that way I can like talk about it a little bit more. We're gonna review Bleach 362. Now, as I stated in the video before, even though you guys didn't see it because it wasn't posted, Bleach is an anime I have watched already. I'm on my rewatch of it because I skipped all of the filler the first watch, and I skipped the Fullbring arc on the first watch too, which was kind of crucial, I would say. This is a good, like, I'm actually glad I went back and I watched Fullbring for the first time now, because now I realized that I appreciate it a lot more. As a kid, I was like really like starving action. I needed like something better than the Aizen arc. I needed something that, you know, was as good as the Hueco Mundo fights. Like, I'm glad that I kind of went back to rewatch it, watch all the filler. Even the fillers weren't too bad. The timing was just terrible. But the Fullbring arc I have a full appreciation for now because I watched it now as I'm older. First off, again, the Fullbring arc, wonderful surprises. I loved it. I really did love it. Again, it's not measured up to the Aizen arc, but it's still really good on its own for what it is. And again, I'm glad that I went back to watch it. Ichigo's new form, the new designs for, first of all, his Fullbring form was heat. I really liked his Fullbring form. Second of all, his Soul Eater form, where he got his, not Soul Eater, his Soul Reaper form, when he got his Soul Reaper powers back, was, I like that a lot more too, with the little X on his chest, on his arms. I think I'm like 4 episodes away from completing my rewatch. So I'm almost done with this arc. It's the very last arc of Bleach, up to now, before 1,000 Year Blood War arc. But that's why I haven't reviewed the anime yet, because I'm not done with the arc. But I did want to review this episode just so I can get something out there, kind of like a half reaction, half review. I honestly had a feeling, spoiler alert, let me throw a spoiler out. If you haven't watched Bleach before and you want to rewatch and you want to binge before 1,000 Year Blood War arc, I'm going to talk about some spoilers for the arc in here. I did always kind of feel like Ginjo had something off about him when I think he was training with Ginjo, Ichigo was, and then you hear Rukia's voice like, oh, I can't believe he would work with the enemy, and that was like a lot, like that was like the very, very beginning of the arc. So I was just like, what's she mean by that? But you know, Ichigo, he didn't know a thing, but there was always something off about him, because he just kept pushing Ichigo to learn the powers, and that's so he could take that power. Then I thought Tsukishima was kind of helping them, but he wasn't. He was still kind of on the side of Ginjo, so that was like, I predicted the opposite, for Tsukishima to be good and Ginjo to be bad, but they both ended up being bad. Entrance for the captains was hard. I really got hyped when all the captains showed up at the end of the episode before this one, beginning of this one. It was just good to see everyone, all the captains, well, not all of them, but like, you know, a lot of the captains that I mess with were there. I loved all the new character designs for Toshiro Hitsugaya. He's my favorite captain, probably my favorite Bleach character. Kenpachi too. Both of those were like my favorite character designs out of the two captains. Like, I love how they just look. They look a little more swaggy. They look a little more grown up. So I really appreciated that. Seeing Ichigo clearly overpower Ginjo when he got his powers back was fire too. I got really hyped for that. I love that he got his cockiness back, basically. You know, he got his powers. He was like, oops, I missed. He said, oh, this is all that your Getsuga Tensho can do. He was like, oh, that's not my Getsuga Tensho. Like, and that Getsuga Tensho was like much more powerful than we're used to seeing his Getsuga Tensho. But he was clearly overpowering Ginjo on his own. The animation made it so much better that, like, this is the best animation in the Bleach series to date, you know, before 1,000 Year Blood War arc, because that animation actually looks like it's taking it it looks like a movie. Thousand Year Blood War looks like a movie so far from all the information we got. Like, I get hyped every time I see a trailer for it. Orihime and Chad running, finally realizing that, you know, Tsukishima is like in their heads kind of thing. That was probably one of the scariest parts of the episode. I was like, whoa, this is not a horror anime. Like, I was really confused because I was like, bro, I'm getting kind of scared for them. Like, their reactions, the color palette, like, it was really dark. And I guess it was just to show that it was so monumental that they realized Tsukishima was not good, that it could have like broke their mental. And that's why, you know, Urahara and Ichigo's dad had to step in to, you know, like knock him out. But I like that Orihime at least still, you know, would shed tears for Ichigo, even though in her head Tsukishima was an ally. That shows just how much she cares for Ichigo, even though she didn't even know why her heart was breaking, that he was crying. That was a really emotional scene, actually, when Ichigo was just, he looked hopeless. And then, you know, the captain stepped in, Rukia comes in. I also love Rukia's new look. She looks so fire. I've always loved Rukia. It's just, I do ship, I ship Orihime and Ichigo more than I ship him and Rukia, but him and Rukia are like right there. But you know, I wish we had more of Riruka in the episode. We've had a lot of her in the arc. I liked, she's kind of a tsundere, I think. I don't know. She's like, I don't care, but I do care kind of person. I wish we saw more of her in the arc. I really like her character design too. She a baddie for sure. But you know, she got heart in her. She just acts like she doesn't care a lot of the time, and she likes sweets. I like her power. She's just one of those characters that I really enjoy seeing on screen. I really like that it set up the next episode for all these battles separately with the captains. I'm so excited to watch it. Again, maybe I'll try to react to it and post it up on here, see if it works, but you know, I'll try. Last thing, Kenpachi is also one of my favorite captains. Him slaying the guy that serves the tea on the Fullbring team, I just knew he was gonna murk him, because we know how raw Kenpachi is. Once I saw the dude talking, turning into practically the Hulk, I was like, oh, he's talking too much. And then when you see the subtitles cut off, I was like, you're done, bro. You're not making it out of here alive. You see the line go down the middle, I was like, let's go, Kenpachi. If there's anybody who will murk somebody, it's Kenpachi. I really enjoyed the the episode for Bleach 362. Excited to finish this rewatch of Bleach, and you know, I'm excited to hear your guys' thoughts on what you think about Thousand Year Blood War arc. I think it is gonna be simulcast. I don't know. It's gonna be 4 cours. They don't have the exact episode count, but want to know what y'all think of Bleach overall, of the Fullbring arc. I want to know what y'all, are you guys excited about Thousand Year Blood War arc? Because I am. My friend was reading it when it was first coming out in the manga, and I just didn't want to read it because I wanted to see it animated, and now it is. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Again, I'm gonna try to see if I can put reactions up, because I really like doing reactions and I really like editing them, so we'll find a way. Again, this is World Pass. If you are interested in seeing my reactions, I do get to post them on Instagram, unfiltered, uncopyrighted, well, most of the time, and you get to see the whole episode roughly about, I still cut it so it's not the full episode, but you know, I get like my little face, and then I get the actual show. So my reactions are on my Instagram, world_paz, if you're interested in seeing those reactions. And you know, my purpose is just to try to bring that over here onto YouTube so I can start getting it rolling. So we'll keep trying with that. Again, this is World Pass. Hope y'all have a great day. I think it took a while for me to sign off, but I'm gonna sign off now. Peace.